Dear students, welcome to my channel View Math. I am Shamleshwari. Confidence and hard work is the best medicine to kill the disease called failure. It will make you a successful person. This is quoted by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So today let us start the class with his blessings. Today let us start shares and dividend. To start a big company, we have to invest a lot of money. A single person will not be able to invest that much huge amount. So, the persons who are interested in the company join with him. The estimated amount is being divided into small parts ranging from rupee 1 to rupees 100. So, the estimated amount is being divided into small parts. So, it ranges from rupee 1 to rupees 100. So, this is called as shares. The person who is going to buy the shares of the company is called as a shareholder. It's called a shareholder. The value of the share is fixed by the company and it ranges from rupee 1 to rupees 100, and this is called as the nominal value. Nominal value. Nominal value is also called as registered value, printed value, or face value. Okay. Now, the estimated amount is being divided into small parts ranging from rupee 1 to 100. The person who is buying the shares is called as a shareholder, and the value between 1 to 100 is being fixed by the company, and that value is called as, that is the value of the share per share. That is called as a nominal value, registered value, or printed value, or face value. Now, after that, the company will be doing its performance based on the market. Maybe the company may go in profit or in loss. In some particular time, what is the value of the share? That is called as a market value. At a particular time, the value of the share is called as a market value. Market value. The market value depends upon the profit or loss of the company. Now, at par. At par means market value. So let me write it like this: market value, nominal value. At par means market value will be equal to nominal value. That means the company has neither profit nor loss. It's same. So market value will be equal to nominal value. Above par or premium. In this case, market value will be greater than nominal value. That means the company is running in profit. In that case, market value will be greater than nominal value. Nominal value is fixed by the company at the beginning. Market value depends upon the performance of the company. So at a particular time, it may keep on changing. So if the company is running in profit, market value will be greater than nominal value. Below par or discount. In that case, market value will be less than nominal value. That means the company is running in loss. In that case, market value will be less than nominal value. After that, suppose the company is running in profit, you will be getting profit. Each shareholder will be getting the profit, and that is called as dividend. Dividend or profit or return, or let's say So this is called as dividend. Each shareholder will be getting the profit and it is called as dividend. So we have to know what is meant by nominal value. Nominal value is fixed by the company. Market value changes according to the market. Maybe it may increase or decrease. When both are same, you call it as at par. When market value is greater than nominal value, it's called as above par or premium. When market value is less than nominal value, you call it as below par or discount. And the profit which the company gives to the shareholder is called as a dividend. Now let's see the formulas. Sum invested. First formula, sum invested. Sum invested is equal to number of shares bought by the person into market value of one share. So, how much money the person is going to invest in the company. That you can calculate using number of shares he is going to buy into market value. At that particular time, what is the market value? So, market value into number of shares gives you sum invested. Next, number of shares. How to find out number of shares? So, the same formula, number of shares is equal to sum invested. You are bringing this one to the other side, so it comes to the denominator. So, number of shares is equal to sum invested by market value of one share. The same thing, number of shares can also be found out using another formula. That is, number of shares is equal to total dividend. That means total profit divided by profit on one share, dividend on one share. So, these are the two formulas. So, we can find number of shares. Number of shares is equal to sum invested by market value of one share, or number of shares is equal to total dividend by dividend on one share. Next, annual income. Annual income is equal to number of shares into rate of dividend into nominal value of the share. So, this formula you have to keep in mind. Annual income is equal to number of shares into rate of dividend into nominal value of a share. The fourth formula is return percent or income percent or profit percent. So that we can calculate by income divided by sum invested into 100%. Next formula, rate of dividend into nominal value is equal to profit percent into market value. So these are the 5 formulas. If you keep these 5 formulas in your mind, then this chapter will be very, very easy for you. Now let's see exercise problem. First problem, how much money will be required to buy 400 rupees 12 rupees 50 share at a premium of rupees 1. Now what they are asking us to find out is how much money will be required, that is sum invested. They are asking us to find out how much money is required. Sum invested they are asking us to find out to buy 400. To buy 400 means the number of shares is 400. Next, rupees 12.50 shares. That means the nominal value of the share is 12 rupees 50 pice. 12.50 share. The meaning of this is nominal value of the share is 12 rupees 50 pice at a premium of rupees 1. So, the company is running in a profit. Now, let us write down what all is given in the question. To buy 400, that is number of shares is equal to 400. Rupees 12.50 share, that is nominal value. Nominal value is equal to rupees 12 rupees 50 pice and at a premium of rupees 1. So premium they have given rupees 1. First we have to calculate the market value. Market value is equal to nominal value plus premium. Whenever premium is given, you have to add. Whenever discount is given, you have to subtract. So nominal value is 12 rupees 50 pice plus premium is 1. So this is equal to 13 rupees 50 pice. Market value of the share is 13 rupees 50 pice. Now money required to buy 400 shares or sum invested. first formula, number of shares into market value of one share. This is the first formula which we have seen. Number of shares 400. Market value of one share is 13 rupees 50 paise. So if you multiply, you will be getting rupees 5,400. Next problem. How much money will be required to buy 250 rupees 15 shares at a discount of rupees 150? Now let us see how to do this. This is also the same type. Instead of premium, they have given discount. How much money will be required to buy 250? So 250 is the number of shares. Number of shares is equal to 250. Rupees 15 shares. That means nominal value is 15. Nominal value is rupees 15. Here in this problem they have given discount is 1 rupee 50 paise. Discount is equal to rupees 1.50. Now first we have to calculate the market value. Market value is nominal value minus discount. As I told you, when premium is given you have to add, and when discount is given you have to subtract. Nominal value minus discount. Nominal value is 15, discount is 1.50, so it is 13.50. So market value is 13.50. Money required to buy, or sum invested, whatever it is, money required to buy 250 shares is equal to, again the first formula, number of shares into market value of one share. This is equal to, number of share is 250, market value is 13 rupees 50 paise. So do the calculation part. The answer is rupees 3,375. So this is the money invested to buy 250 shares with the market value 13.50. Next problem. A person buys 120 shares at a nominal value of rupees 40 each, which he sells at rupees 42.50 each. Find his profit and profit percent. So what is given in the question? A person buys 120 shares at a nominal value of rupees 40 each. So number of shares we know. Number of shares. A person buys 120 shares. That means number of shares is 120 at the nominal value of rupees 40 each. So nominal value is equal to rupees 40. So a person is buying. In this problem you have to note the question. Understand the question first. A person buys 120 share at the nominal value of rupees 40. So previously we saw sum invested is equal to number of share into market value. But here it is given in the question that a person buys 120 share at the nominal value of rupees 40 each. At the nominal value he is buying the share. So now money invested to buy 120 shares is equal to number of shares into 40. Into nominal value. Why I am writing nominal value is he buys the share at the nominal value of rupees 40 each is given in the question. So I have to multiply with the nominal value. Number of share is 120. Nominal value is 40. It is 4,800. So he invests rupees 4,800 to buy 120 share at a nominal value of rupees 40. After that, what he is doing? He sells the share at rupees 42.50 each. So the selling price of the share they have given. Selling price of the share. Selling price of one share is rupees 42.50. So if he sells 120 share, what is the amount he is getting? Money obtained. Money obtained by selling 120 shares is equal to number of share into the selling price. So 120 into 42.50, this is rupees 5,100. Okay. So selling price is 5,100. So he buys the share at 4,800. Now you can see there is a profit. So how much is the profit? Profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. So rupees 300 is a profit. So they are asking us to find his profit. So 300 is his profit and they are asking us to find the profit percent. The fourth formula I have to use. Profit percent is equal to profit divided by sum invested, investment into 100%. What is the profit he has got? 300. Which is his investment? Money invested 4,800 into 100%. Do the calculation part, you will be getting 6.25%. So these are the two things they are asking. They are asking us to find out the profit. Profit is 300 and profit percent is 6.25%. Next problem. Find the annual income derived from 125 rupees 120 shares paying 5% dividend. Here they are asking us to find out the annual income. What they have given? Derived from 125. 125 is the number of shares. Number of shares is 125. Rupees 120 shares, that is nominal value. Nominal value is equal to rupees 120. Paying 5% dividend. Rate of dividend is 5%. Now what they are asking us to find out is annual income. Annual income, this is the third formula. Annual income is equal to number of shares into rate of dividend. Rate of dividend into nominal value of a share. So this is equal to number of shares. Number of shares is 125 into rate of dividend. Rate of dividend is 5%. 5 by 100 into nominal value is 120. So do the calculation part. You will be getting 750. So this is the annual income.